But we can't talk about it because then he'd hear.
It's true. Yeah, what is this crap? Adrian, turn the fucking stream off, dude. then we can talk about what I'm doing. It's the whole point of the show. Adrian's in Russian spy mode right now.
I know, right? Just waiting for the DTs to show up.
Oh, that would be so un-Adrian like.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
He had so many friggin'. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I need ghosts.
Sentries.
Yeah, he had a lot of sentries. More than anticipated.
Force field's pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's real good.
Speaking of that, why don't we see more Terrans adding just a Thor or two to their army to deal with that kind of thing?
To deal with sentries?
Yeah, force field.
Because they just sentry where or they just force field where the Thor is not. Oh, hey.
Bam.
That's cute.
SCV ready.
Oh.
Engine screaming.
SCV ready.
Oh, point defense drones.
Oh, God.
Oh. Colossi.
And you're dead. He accidentally mismicroed his Colossus.
Yeah. Auto turret for good measure. Alright. GG. Cool, man. Alright, sorry, Kawhi Rice. Today is not your day, sir. And Painuser, not bad, man. What was that, 4-1 against Protoss?
Yeah.
Good showings.
The one I lost was pretty grimy, too. I don't know what that was all about.
It happens, bro. It happens.
It
So,
does.
listen, you got about 5 minutes to take one or two questions, and then we'll let you run off and play your qualifier.
Absolutely. I'll take yeah, sure. 10 minutes is fine, man. I'll hang around, and I love interacting with fans and friends anyway. So.
All right. Um. All right. I'm gonna try to make sense of this question. It says, I can't play just bio against Protoss, so I tried out Marine Tank, but I wasn't that successful. Could you tell me the essential points of playing Marine Tank? What do I need to be doing to really get it right?
Absolutely. I've played around with this a lot too, and it's hard to get it right. But a couple main points would be make sure you're going way overboard on the marine production. You're going to be spending all your gas on your Raven, which is essential to marine tank. You have to get a Raven. PDD is so important. And then also your tanks. So your gas is going to your Raven and your tanks, and you're continually producing tanks off one factory. And then you want at least like 5 racks, 2 or 3 of which should have reactors, and that way you can just pump a ton of Marines. And this is off 2 base that I'm speaking. There's also 1 base Marine tank cheese where you just get like 2 Raxes with reactors and 1 factory, and you just rush Marine tank and you push the Protoss very early. I don't do that very much, but it works. And the key points are to make sure that you target stalkers and sentries with your siege tanks. You cannot be shooting immortals, zealots. Yeah, pretty much immortals and zealots are out of the picture. Make sure your tanks are targeting stalkers and sentries because they 2-hit the sentries and they destroy stalkers. So that's like one of the most important things is that during any battle, you're killing the units that go down quickly, the ranged units that go down quickly, and the ones that are most devastating. You get rid of those force fields, and then you want to keep your Marines on top of your tanks. You never want to let them get separated. If you separate your Marines and your tanks, and they force field your Marines away from your tanks, and just isolate your Marines and kill them, you'll
Yeah.
lose. And
GG.
also be very, 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 very patient. Just creep your tanks, leapfrog. Don't overcommit. I mean, you can obviously be too patient because he's building units. He could be adding Colossus, and he could get a big enough army to crush your push. But you have to be patient enough that you don't just charge right in there and get caught with your tanks unsieged and have him just smash into you. Because if he smashes into you and your tanks are unsieged, you'll just straight up lose. So
Cool.
key points: target your siege tanks, keep your ball together, be patient, and have a ton of Marines.
Awesome. Awesome. Good answer. All right. God, man, people fail at writing questions. So I think what this guy is asking is, how do you feel about the late game mech switch? You talked about how you don't like pure mech off the bat, but a lot of people have said that a late game mech transition is very strong, very potent. So what's your take on that?
I think it's great. I think that mech units are much more cost efficient and stronger than bio as a whole. They're just outstanding. Um, One really big problem with that, though, is that the late game mech transition, you've been upgrading your bio all game, and you're at 3-3 bio, and then you're switching over to a ton of factory units. And honestly, you've probably been upgrading your Vikings as well.
Hmm.
So you're going to have 0-0 mech units. And to be honest, just continuing to pump out 3-3 bio units is probably more efficient than dropping a dual armory and
Yeah.
switching to all factory units and starting to pump out factory units. I mean, there's certain situations where I think having the factory units is great. One thing I really like is throwing down a couple factories against people who are playing like a very zealot Templar heavy kind of build where they're using their gas on High Templar and they're just building tons of charge lots. It's really good to plop down 2 or 3 factories and start pumping Blue Flame Hellions. That works real well because they don't really require any upgrades other than Blue Flame to be super effective against light units. So I really like doing that.
Cool, 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 cool. I'll ask you one more question, and then we'll let you wrap it up for us. You've given a recommended build for Terran versus Terran and for Terran versus Zerg. So what about Terran versus Protoss? You've got one build to suggest to the Diamond player trying to make Master League. What's it going to be?
Um, hmm. I think the 2 variations of the builds that I showed tonight, the Marine Tank expand into Raven, is definitely the safest, and it has a very strong push timing window. And then Bio, like either a gasless expand into 4 racks, get your early NG Bay as well for a turret, just to be safe from DTs and get that early +1 going, and then add your factory, your Ghost Lab, all those things on 2 base, get your infrastructure going, and then take a third. I really like that build. So like a 1 racks FE into 4 racks bio is really effective, and then just if and when you go up to 3 base, add 2 to 3 more raxes, and yeah, you should be set.
Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Well, Painuser, dude, it's been so much fun having you on this week. I really enjoyed it. I hope you had some fun with it as well. I know we learned a lot, and I know everybody's really grateful. So thank you, sir. If you would be so kind as to wrap it up for us, shout outs, plugs, anything like that, and then I'll let you get off to your qualifier.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks very much for having me. I had a great time as well, and I hope you guys all got something out of it, regardless of what level you are. And yeah, big shout outs to Lazarus Gaming, all my teammates there. He's our main sponsor. If anybody is interested in lessons, go ahead and check out strapbunker.com. Myself and a couple of people give lessons through there. And if you want to check out our guides on YouTube, it's youtube.com/strapbunker. And then following my Twitter is always very helpful and supportive. It's twitter.com/Painuser. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy some of my insight and my casting in IGN. You guys should check that out too. It's www.ign.com/IPL. And I think that's actually live right now on Team Liquid. And I'm probably going to go check that out real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
go
thanks
watch it
for
myself.
watching. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And you guys should definitely come back for Mr. Bitter's next week with the pros.
Thanks a lot, Taylor. It's been a blast. I'll see you in Columbus, man.
All right, later.
Bye. All right, guys, that's Painuser. I hope you guys enjoyed his insights this week. We did TVT, we did TVZ, and tonight we did TVP. You can catch all those VODs on Blip. I'll go upload the Terran versus Protoss VOD right now. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to make note of the fact that every one of the pros that comes on the show, I do pay. And you can help me to do that. You can help me get more guys on the show just by watching the VODs on Blip. That's all I need. If you go watch the VODs, that helps us bring in revenue to support the show. So please do that. Thank you so much for watching, for all your support, for being so awesome. Please post in and bump our threads, and please continue to be awesome, StarCraft community. Love you guys. I'll see y'all next week for probably some Zerg discussion. Take it easy.